Hazbin Hotel pilot, sometimes called That's Entertainment, originally uploaded 5 years ago, which feels more like 15. Created, directed, produced by Vivian Madrano, or Vivziepop, with characters she's been thinking about and designing since she was young. Co-written by Dave Capdeville and Raymond Hernandez. In it, Charlie wants to deal with the overpopulation problem. No one believes in her except for a mysterious benefactor. Shenanigans ensue. The episode begins with Charlie singing with the voice of Uzi from Murder Drones about how at the end of the rainbow is happiness, except she isn't. In his collage of characters, we can pretty obviously Angel Dust, Serpentius, Baxter, I guess Prototype, Vizarali, maybe Nifty, and a few extras. Due to me doing this after season 1, I know that this is Adam with an extra long goatee and Lute, who we kind of see later. This is Lucifer, and the big hairy one is actually Satan, based on how he looked in Zoophobia before he was redesigned for a hell of a boss. All the Hazbin characters were originally supposed to be in Zoophobia.
Why have I always been a failure?
Charlie lets everyone know it's okay to go out by shooting fireworks. Silk Song over here is Carmilla Carmine, who's got significantly smaller hair horns. Behind her is Zestial. I don't know who this other one is, but the tall one, when we can see the eye, is Missy Zilla, who's this giant dinosaur scene queen. At the porn studio, we get a glimpse of the V's, who will be the main villains of Season 2 of Hazbin. Velvet's the only one who gets a significant change in the series. And behind Vox, we got our first glimpse at Angel Dust. These two collecting angelic spears are Carmilla Carmine's two daughters, who one of which looks completely different in the final series. Out front of Franklin and Rosie's, I guess this one was Franklin. This cactus guy is one of the silhouettes from earlier. I give a lot of credit to Spindlehorse for over-designing background characters to all look like original characters, and then oddly the first speaking character outside of Charlie singing looks oddly really plain for the studio. He gets ran over and someone steps out of the car. It's Angel Dust. Yes, like the drug. He's played by the Michael Kovac. It's not his first voice acting role, but this is his first significant role. Jamming his thumb in his throat to sound like Yakko Warner.
I can't let it get out I'm offering my services to randos on the street.
He was sleeping with Travis, who we'll later find out is a big simp for Angel, and for some reason he's the first character to actually appear in both Hazbin and Hell of a Boss, in the episode Spring Broken.
Yoink! Hey! Up yours, drag show!
But no time crying over spilled drugs because a steampunk supervillain is invading. This is Serpentius and the Egg Boys. I will often call him Serpentius or Serpentor because I'm an idiot. He gets glitter bombed by an Australian. The news of Katie Killjoy and Tom Trent's reports on this turf war. Kingpin Pentius doing how you do, fellow kids. And the Australian is Cherry Bomb, represented by this painting. But no time for that, because the princess is here for an interview. The Princess Charlie is behind the scenes with her girly Vaggie. And Vaggie tells her not to be too over the top. But Charlie's like, well, how else are we going to sell it? And Vaggie's like, just don't sing.
You're not here because we wanted you here. You're here because Jeffrey couldn't make it for his cannibal cooking segment.
Hey, yo, what? Jeffrey Dahmer? This was before people thought he was hot. Eventually, Viv will say she didn't want to introduce any real people into the series, so this is a weird relic. So Charlie explains that hell's overpopulated and heaven sends down exterminators to clean it out. But Charlie thinks there's a better way. Redemption at her happy hotel. Everyone thinks that's fucking stupid. And hey, look, a meme. 5 years ago really was 50 years. In this shot, we have a Zoophobia character, a flaming guy who will be turned into an overlord, I guess Prototype Vizarali, this cute hyena chick, and of course Alastor. So Charlie goes for plan B, a song.
I have a dream, I'm here to tell.
This is Razzle and Dazzle, her little helpers, I guess. They seem more important than they actually are. And yeah, Inside Every Demon is a Rainbow is a fantastic song. And I'm kind of amazed it wasn't turned into the theme song for the full series.
So all you junkies, freaks, and weirdos, creepers, fuck-ups, firsts, and zeros, and I'm calling superheroes, all is here.
Oh, hey, Jason. This lady she calls a loser is Helsa von Eldritch. They're kind of rivals, which is awkward because their dads are best friends. which we can see in the background. Charlie also dated Helsa's brother, who inspired Chaz and Helva. Speaking of, we see Prototype Luna, Prototype Moxie, and Prototype Blitz checking out her ass. Because the Helva crew was originally going to be characters in Hazbin, so Helva is a spin-off of Hazbin, which is a spin-off of Zoophobia. We get some really silly Charlie faces that I love.
Right here in hell at the Happy Hotel.
The song's just really fast-paced with fun lyrics, and the animation's insane for something that was independently funded.
Wow! That was shit.
So everyone laughs at her, so Charlie pulls out Plan C. They have a client named Angel Dust who's doing well. The porn star, who is currently aiding Cherry Bomb in the turf war.
Oh, harder, Daddy. Son.
Charlie tries hiding this, but the news is the news.
Tell us, how does it feel to be such a total failure?
So Charlie goes to Plan D and steals a pen. But in indie animation, that's really sacred, leading to her getting into a fist fight on live television. So one CGI car ride back to the hotel, Charlie's sad, Vaggie's pissed at Angel, and Angel cares more about the automatic car windows because he died before those were a thing. But Charlie's optimistic, this isn't the end. Okay, maybe it is. Doors have apples on it because Charlie's the daughter of Lucifer. We even see a love poster. She calls her on her hell phone. Get it, her. It goes to voicemail, which is implied to happen a lot.
I think Dad was right about me.
But suddenly, there's a knock at the door. This is Alastor, played by Edward Bosco, and he's got this silly radio voice, yeah. Alastor was amused by Charlie's interview, so Vaggie tells him to turn around in GTFO. And he's all like, that is adorable. Breaking reality for a second. His microphone staff thing is played by Dave, which is funny because Dave will go on to voice Tenna.
Testing! Well, I heard you loud and clear! And you'll all win some TV-tastic prizes! Floral cowboy back curtain, a brand new family car, Big Bros talker backer, kitchen sink fur guard, chocolate chewy roll a genuine roll say plush. And that's not all!
Al wants to help out. Not because he believes in redemption. I mean, look at these waste of oxygen. He wants to help because he thinks it'll be hilarious to see them try and fail. Angel's like, who dat? And Vaggie's like, do you not watch the news?
Not big on politics.
Ugh.
So she lore dumps for us. In a different art style, Al just kind of appeared out of nowhere. He took down warlords called overlords in hell, and broadcasted their suffering on the radio. So Vaggie thinks he's way too dangerous to work with. In the shot of overlords, we get a bunch of characters, such as the V's and these two shadowy figures who we will later learn as Husk and Nifty. Also notable is this two-faced Not Stolas and this Elton John-looking parrot who will later be reused as Vizago in Hell of a Boss.
You done? He looks like a strawberry pimp.
I mean, you're one to say.
Well, I don't trust him.
To be fair, do you trust any man?
So Vaggie talks to Charlie, and Charlie's like, hey, I'm a big girl, I can do this. I love the subtle movement of Vaggie's eye and mouth as she's struggling to accept Charlie's decision about Al. So Charlie says that Al can help, but no satanic deals, no soul binding, you're here via royal decree.
And what can you do, my effeminate fellow?
I can suck your dick.
Ha! No.
Your loss.
And with lack of staff, Al summons a goblin.
Hi, I'm Nifty. It's been a while since I've made new friends. Why are you all women?
No, I wasn't also confused about Angel's gender when I first saw this. Shut up. I was 18 and didn't really know that much about myself.
Hell? What the fuck is this?
This one is Husk, who's a sphinx, who's actually designed by Viv's sister. Alastor also took the bar he was in, merging it with the hotel, which Vaggie hates, but Angel says we're keeping. Charlie's just excited to have people. So Alastor starts a reprise of Inside Every Demon's a Rainbow, but in his own style, singing kind of like Tom Kenny.
You have a dream you wish to tell.
Making everyone dress up like the 1920s, and the colors get amazing. I guess Husk really liked this outfit because he keeps it for the full series. And this is a joke that you only get after the full series, that Alastor puts her in a dress similar to Susan. So Alastor is literally calling Vaggie a Karen.
Down at this Hazbin home.
Oh yeah, Pentius exists. He has one-sided beef with Alastor, as everyone else has been turned into Adventure Time characters. Pentius activates a Thane, so Al summons a tentacle Thane to crush him.
Well, I'm starved. Who wants some jambalaya?
Other than getting sort of referred to as Voodoo earlier, this is our first real hint that he's Cajun, which I feel like it is nice that they didn't just go with the obvious gumbo. Angel blows a kiss to Husk.
Now,
Stay tuned.
And that was the pilot, and I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, there's obvious exposition dump about Al, there's probably too many characters. It has very breakneck speed, which works for the comedy, but kind of goes too fast in the emotional stuff. But it's also really funny, the characters are intriguing. Spindle Horse will do better animation, but this being their first major thing looks incredible. The music's fun, I love how much effort they put into even every single background character. And it's a very unique take on hell rather than being the boring, overused fire and torture. And I love Vaggie and Charlie's relationship. Vaggie is so supportive even if she doesn't entirely agree with Charlie's decisions. And I love just how casual their relationship is without having to just blurt out that they are girlfriends. Perhaps a little too subtle given that some people didn't even know that they were girlfriends. I guess they missed these lines.
But life isn't a musical, hun.
You can put that away. I don't touch the gays.
Or Vaggie jumping in front of Charlie when Pentius summoned the Thane. Even with Hazbin being kind of popular to hate, it's become one of the most popular and successful indie projects of all time, launching Viv's career in the animation studio of Spindlehorse. And after a lot of development and behind-the-scenes shenanigans, we finally got a full series on Amazon Prime, with full creative control and slight modifications to the character designs. Like, I don't mind these differences, like the eyes and the hair, but definitely the black pants helps break up all the red. And I also think the paler red looks better. Honestly, I think Charlie looks better without the jacket, top, whatever you call it. Despite the pilot not being on Amazon, they kind of both expect and don't expect you to have seen it. Like retelling Alastor's backstory, but then also expecting you to know Pentius and Cherry Bomb's relationship. And also, you can debatably say that Lucifer is a little different, because in the full series, he's this silly little guy, but what we hear about him in the pilot...
I think Dad was right about me.
Like, Lucifer very much hates himself in the series, and despite him really wanting to connect with Charlie in the full series, the pilot's implying that he directly told Charlie she's a failure.
Tell us, how does it feel to be such a total failure?
I mean, you can say it's a retcon, or you can recontextualize it that Lucifer was just trying to prevent Charlie from having a failure as bad as his, by telling her not to pursue it. And speaking of, also they changed Vaggie's backstory, which, not to spoil, is different. They could have done like a Justice League animated hot girl thing, and actually it was fake the entire time to prevent anyone from knowing about the twist. Or maybe it was changed because they realized that would mean Vaggie would have to be redeemed eventually and break them up. Or Viv came up with the idea during development and thought it would be cool. Also, the entire cast was reshuffled because it's only a pilot, and even if it did make it to series online, it probably wouldn't even keep most of the actors. There's clearly no hard feelings for the majority of the past actors at Viv, and most of them have worked with her again, so shut up. So yeah, I still really enjoyed the pilot, and enjoyed seeing how the series has gone so far. 8 out of 10. Let me know in the comments below, as well as hitting the like button, the hype button, and subscribing for new.